Ron DeSantis did that big political stunt where he sent migrants to Martha's Vineyard, and it was really sweet to watch the citizens of Martha's Vineyard just get these migrants with open arms and help them out and send them to the next location. Of course, Greg Abbott, parallel to this, was sending people to, or migrants to Vice President Kamala Harris's residence. So a big public show, and they're getting a lot of criticism for this. One of the weird parts about it is that Florida paid and coordinated, the Floridian government that is, the transport of Texas migrants. So they came from Texas, the Florida government took them from Texas and then brought them up to Martha's Vineyard. Really bizarre. But I have a really, really awesome interaction that happened on Twitter of Gavin Newsom saying, hey, let's debate to Ron DeSantis, which would be epic. I don't think Ron DeSantis will take him up on it, but there's a lot of kind of interesting elements around that debate challenge from Gavin Newsom that I want to discuss. But first, this is Ron DeSantis getting asked, wait, why are you spending Floridian taxpayer dollars to transport Texas migrants to Martha's Vineyard? That doesn't make much sense. So I skipped through the part where the reporter is asking because you can't barely hear him. There's no mic on him. But that's what he asks. Why are you spending Florida taxpayer money on this? And here's DeSantis's complete blah, 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 blah of an answer. Okay, try to follow what he's saying here.
Texas.
Because most of them are intending to come to Florida. They are coming to Florida. We are taking them from Florida to sanctuary jurisdictions. But the issue is, if you want to do it effectively...
So again, he's answering the question of why are you spending your state's money to transport migrants from Texas to Martha's Vineyard?
You just can't police if you have two people in a car and there's 100 different cars that come in a different week because it looks like your car or anybody else. And so we've put a lot of emphasis in this. There's been a lot of investigation to try to figure out how this is going.
Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. If your car is in another car and then you take the car to Martha's Vineyard, but then who's going to get the car back? I mean, the rental agency, can you drop it off? I mean, budget, do they offer that you can drop it off in a different state then you pick it up? Just completely making no sense. I want to watch it one more time. See if you can latch on to the points he was trying to make.
They started in Texas.
Because most of them are intending to come to Florida. They are coming to Florida. We are taking them from Florida to sanctuary jurisdictions.
Well, no, you're not, because you took them from Texas, but okay.
But the issue is, if you want to do it effectively, you just can't police if you have two people in a car and there's 100 different cars that come in a different week because it looks like your car or anybody else. And so we've put a lot of emphasis in this. There's been a lot of investigation to try to figure out how this is.
Okay, either I'm stupid or he's making no sense. So that to me is you get a computer software and you just pick a bunch of random words and then you say auto-generate a sentence. That's what just spit out. Investigation, police, cars, two people, don't know who, well, what the heck. They're intending to come to Florida and they are in Florida. So they're planning on coming, but they're here already. I'm sorry, I'm having too much of a ball with this. Okay, so that's where DeSantis is at. Newsom is taking this opportunity to say, hey, if you're going to be a bad governor, I see myself as a better governor. And I want to debate you on that, as you'll see here. So first, a while back, Dan Rather said, here's an idea for Chris Licht, the new head of CNN, set up a debate one-on-one between Governor Gavin Newsom and Governor Ron DeSantis, two governors of big states, potential presidential candidates, prime time, ratings I bet would be huge. Who would have the courage to show up? And then just now, Gavin Newsom responded to that tweet and said, hey, Governor Ron DeSantis, clearly you're struggling, distracted, and busy playing politics with people's lives. Since you have only one overriding need, attention, let's take this up and debate. I'll bring my hair gel, you bring your hairspray, and name the time before Election Day. Ooh, a little bit of poetry there. So again, he's responding to someone who pitched this idea and said, hey, you love attention, Ron DeSantis. Let's take this guy up on the offer, do a CNN debate between the two of us, two governors of some of the largest states in the country, and hash it out. So I don't think DeSantis would take him up on this. It would be epic if he did. Gavin Newsom, I do think, would then have a really good opportunity to expose Governor Ron DeSantis for a lot of his shortcomings. Do you want to say that? Or active pursuit of horrible policies. I wish more of these individuals would be able to be put in situations where they have to get challenged in front of us. They're supposed to be our representatives, and I wish we could see them get pushed back on more often in an aggressive and real way. Not just, hey, here's a question, and if you avoid it, I won't press, like much of the media does. No, active debates and struggles with these ideas would be really cool to see. But again, I don't think it'll happen.